Hello everyone, and welcome to your second reading of this Wednesday afternoon. I am using the Mystic Mondays Tarot on a Wednesday because it's a bright and shiny tarot deck, a bit garish, and we're dealing with a bright and shiny renewal of wedding vows, allegedly. I have read on this story before. It was reading number 485. It looked likely way back when this story first reared its head that they would do this. Harry and Meghan would renew their wedding vows for Netflix. The story has come back into circulation now. It's interesting, the timing, because there are all these divorce rumors swirling, and I have just done a reading. It's a previous reading to this one, reading number 540 on divorce coming from Meghan, and it does look as if once their deals are all done, Harry and Meghan, she's out of there. That was the reading I've just done, so it's quite amusing to me now to be doing this reading on them renewing their wedding vows using the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Just have a quick look and see what's going on, how Harry feels about doing this, how Meghan feels about doing this, why they are doing this now, why the need, and the outcome. Are people going to be bamboozled by this? Are they going to believe this show? And it is rather pathetic. I was read the article, and it said, and the insider said, and we all know who the insider is, a plastic boy with a melting face. Plastic said that allegedly Plastic, let's just say it's not absolutely true that it's him, but one speculates that it is Plastic. Omid said that it's going to be a woke ceremony in America. They want every aspect of this second wedding to be different from the spectacle at Windsor. What a slap in the face to the British royal family and the British public who enjoyed that spectacle so much. Lined the streets, waved their flags, showered the couple with love and positive vibes. But now, a woke ceremony in America. And it goes on to say, the article, this really is rather sad and pathetic. Doria will be the only family member present. It's a big FU, according to this article, to the royals, not invited. So only Doria, only family member there from either family. That's what they're left with. They're left with Doria, and she does seem to have a rather transactional relationship with her daughter and with Harry. Shows up when required. I would imagine there is some kind of appearance fee paid. And let's remind you right now that this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. All speculation, all rumour, or just my opinion. Please read the disclaimer in the box below and form your own opinions, particularly about Doria and her relationship with Harry and Meghan. So Doria is going to be the only family member there, and then a handful of close American friends, because of course Harry no longer has any friends in the UK, and Meghan never did have any friends in the UK, only transactional relationships with people like Gina Khan, and got rid of her. Piers Morgan got rid of him, and all the other ones that she worked her way through on her way to the top, up the slippery pole. So nobody from the UK. From the US, the handful of close friends, David Foster and Catherine McPhee, we saw them at the polo. Janina Gavin Carr, we saw her on that alleged fake trip to Oprah, telling Meghan exactly what to do. So there, she's going to be there. Possibly Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, possibly. That's wish fulfillment. That's Meghan saying that the Queen is going to bake her birthday cake and invite them to Balmoral, and Doria is going to be invited and going to be made a countess at Christmas. All that nonsense. So I don't think we're going to see Priyanka Chopra there. So far 3 guests. I guess we'll see the children in starring roles if they manage to rent suitably look-alike children. I'm joking, just a joke, tarot reading, entertainment purposes. Let's finish putting the 5 cards out before I get too carried away with snark. And what else? No mention in this guest list of Elton John, Oprah Winfrey, Ellen, George Clooney, what's his name, who played football, Beckham, all the rest of them that were at the first wedding, the spectacle, all those celebrity friends. Not one of them going to be there at the second wedding. It does look rather sad, rather pathetic. Looks like it could be a pretty cheap wedding, a barbecue under that tree. Maybe Miss and Harriman will do the shots, Photoshop the tree in, Photoshop some extra friends in. Photoshop the happy couple there together at the wedding, maybe not even there together at the wedding. Given the reading I've just done, wouldn't surprise me. I'm being snarky. Tarot reading for entertainment purposes. Underlying energy of this reading is the world in reverse. Oh dear, oh dear. Things have not gone well. The world upright, successful completion of a cycle, ending of a chapter, very, very happy. Everything ticked, all the boxes ticked, done everything right. Very happy, celebrating, on to something new. Card in the reverse, oh dear. Hasn't gone the way you expected it to, hasn't gone the way they expected it to. And they're stuck in a never-ending story. And trying to get some good publicity, because it is my publicity card. Whole world literally watching what's going on here. And we've got it in reverse. They're getting terrible PR at the moment. The divorce story out, the unhappy spectacle at the United Nations when they were sort of wrestling with each other. Harry looked so miserable. He looked quite unwell. Meghan had that never-ending smirk on her face. Terrible reports about it and what's going on with them. Everything wrong in their worlds. There it is, the world in reverse. Desperate stuff at the moment. So what's the situation? Tell us, signify the situation for us. 5 of Pentacles. Oh dear. It's a similar energy to the world in reverse, actually. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of loss and exile, illness, poverty, rejection, destitution, and in the reverse, trying to come back in. They obviously have got deals. They have had money from Netflix. Got to provide them with some content, otherwise they're going to be ruined financially. That is a card of financial ruin, the 5 of Pentacles. They're frantically trying to recover their financial situation. They're frantically trying to recover their situation in people's affections, trying to come back in from the cold at the moment. That's why they're coming back to the UK in September. I've done readings on that. This desperate sort of stuff that they need to be seen to be royal adjacent. Back they come. So this is all part of this. This is desperate stuff. 2 desperate cards here, really, in this reading. How does Harry feel about having to renew his vows to the wonderful Meghan Markle, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse? Doesn't want to do it. 8 of Pentacles upright is working hard on something, mastering a skill, and putting huge effort into something, being very dedicated, very committed, very focused. The effort that you put in, also getting great reward. You get well paid for what you're doing. This, he's doesn't want to do it. He's apathetic about it. Couldn't be bothered. He would actually rather lose money, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, lose quite a lot of money than have to go through with this farcical situation that has now been scripted for him. And I'm sure the camera angles have been chosen, and the rolled up chinos and barefoot and a white shirt. I can just see it. And she's going to be in some sort of boho outfit floating around. It'll be covering those unfortunate feet of hers, the bunions and those weird toes. But there it is. It doesn't want to do it, doesn't think it's worth it, not going to put any effort into it. She's going to be writing his vows. He certainly isn't going to be sitting there writing his vows. Speculation that he can't even really write. I'm being sarcastic, but this reading is giving me really bad vibes. It's making me feel uncomfortable, actually, as I'm doing it. So I'm trying to entertain myself with a bit of snark as I'm doing it. How does she, the one who must be obeyed, feel about it? The Hierophant. The Hierophant is literally the wedding card, quite interestingly. It's a bit of a New World Order-y version of the wedding card, and this one, the Hierophant. But the Hierophant is about marriage. It's about your vows, literally. It's about doing the right thing, playing by the rules, obeying what society tells you to do. So she wants to do this again because she wants to be seen to be doing the right thing. This is what society says you must do, and so she's going to do it. They have already, of course, done the Hierophant once, the royal family, the royal wedding in the UK. She wants to do her own version of a royal wedding. I think she genuinely was quite disenchanted with that whole spectacle. Interestingly, because we know she watched Catherine's wedding, with William and Catherine's wedding, and thought it was marvellous. We know she watched Diana's wedding and thought it was marvellous, but her own wedding for some reason she didn't think was marvellous, and possibly because she didn't get that huge emerald tiara, and the cake looked like it had been slapped together at the last minute, and the dress looked like she sewed it herself on one of those old hand, you know, that you pedal, one of those old singers with a blunt needle, and it didn't go the way she thought it was going to go. For whatever reason, Tiara Gate, making Catherine cry, bullying Charlotte, all of that stuff. It had a bit of a stench around it, the fly that settled on her while she was standing there in the chapel. So it didn't go well. She wants to have a redo, a do-over. She wants to do her own version of a royal wedding the way she imagined. And I should imagine it'll be pretty much like Trevor's wedding, Jamaica, the beach, the joints, the bikini sports, you know, the wheelbarrows and all of that. More her thing, more her idea of how a royal wedding should be. Snark again, for entertainment purposes, just my opinion. A real reason they're doing this, please, universe, tell us why are they doing this? Merching. Got to keep those people at Netflix happy. Two of Pentacles, juggling, balancing, prioritizing money. I've got to spend money here, but I've got to earn money there, so I can spend money there. It's kind of that situation where people end up paying a credit card bill with another credit card. It's giving me that vibe because it's sitting under that Five of Pentacles in reverse. They're desperate. They're desperate for money. They're desperate for content. They are desperate to settle their bills. They owe something here. The Two of Pentacles is about balancing a situation, juggling, balancing your checkbook in those good old days when people did such things. Has that energy of, oh, we owe money over there, so we need to do this in order to pay the bill over there. We need to pay Netflix, basically. So this is why we're going to do it. And we're going to be merching. I mentioned the boho wedding dress she no doubt will be wearing. He'll be in something as well. I bet the kids will be wearing things. There'll be plenty of mentions of brands, luxury brands. There'll be merching going on. It is my merching card. I always say this, the Two of Pentacles when I do the royal readings, the merching card. She needs to merch. She needs to pay the piper and she needs to merch. Outcome, are people going to think what a romantic thing this is? How sweet, this adoring couple. This article did go on, it was a sickening article about them renewing their vows, about how happy Harry is in America and how glad he is that he married an American, and on it went, nauseating. Are people going to fall for it? Queen of Swords in reverse, no. Queen of Swords is a truth teller. When she's upright, she doesn't mince her words. She tells the cold, hard truth, whether you like it or not. She's not sentimental. She's not romantic at all. And when she's in reverse, she's a harridan. She's a shrew. She's a wicked witch. You're just waiting for the house to fall on her, and then you'll see the shoes peeping out, those giant shoes, maybe red ones. Queen of Swords in reverse, no. They're going to think the worst possible thoughts about her and what she's up to and what kind of person she is and how mercenary she is and calculating and vicious and cruel and as I say, weird, ugly energy from this reading. So I'm going to wrap it up, end it, go and do a bit of smudging or something, I think. Get rid of this energy. And that's your reading for today. Thank you as ever for watching and supporting this channel. And I'll see you again tomorrow.